Hello, Pisces. Amyenergy here with your weekly tarot message. If you have not, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I make a new video. We are working with the Thoth Tarot deck this week. All right, we are going to pull out for our environment, connections, and contributions. We have the cards jumping all over already. So I definitely know that we have an important message for some of you Pisces out there this week. It is a general reading though, so make sure you're using your own intuition to take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't. Okay, but I was really feeling called. I was going to do Libra and Sagittarius tonight, but I was really called to do your reading first. So I feel like there is a special message in here for some of my Pisces. All right, let's get into environment here using the Thoth Tarot deck, pulling out for past, present, and future. All right. So I'm liking this already, Pisces. I feel like we're really going somewhere here. This is a deep journey that we're on, and it is not without struggle, right? We have the devil here, so there could be some major hurdles in your path. I have no doubt that you're going to overcome whatever this is. Now, I feel like we've started something new in the past, whether it's just moving into a new home. I feel like the way this reading is going, we could be doing a business from home here with the Queen of Discs here in the past. I feel like we really established something. Oh, and the Five of Cups is here. The Ace of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck, so I am feeling like it's interesting. I feel like there is, it feels, or at least in the past here, it's felt like something was missing, right? Emotionally, we're feeling lack, even if it isn't the case. Okay, so it's more emotional. Um, so maybe we've experienced a lot of loss in the past, and by all means, we must grieve any loss. So it's definitely okay to cry over these spilled cups here. However, I do feel like things are actually working out. There is a new opportunity for you with that Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. And I do feel like in your current energy, you're seeing that. You're seeing the possibilities for the future with the Emperor. You're really seeing what you want to build. All right, let's get... And this is all in our environment. So we haven't even got to our contribution yet, but I do feel for some of you this could be like starting our own business, but like it's in our environment. So it's like so much deeper than just a business. This is like your life's work. So it may not be your career. Okay, Ace of Wands here. Yeah, there's a new beginning here for you, Pisces, a new passionate beginning. But with the Four of Swords, I feel like there is something that we need to balance out in our life, right? Like rest, like we need to balance rest and action. I definitely feel like, we could be the type of person that once we have that vision, we really want to go for it. We want to exert all of our energy, but we have to find that balance. We have to also take time to rest and process. And I feel like you are realizing that because our future energy is the Hanged Man, right? So this is waiting with purpose here with the Hanged Man. This is really, understanding the value of rest and the necessity of it for our success. All right, let's see. Why is the Hanged Man here? Yeah, the Five of Wands, I feel like it is really challenging for us Pisces to rest, right? To take a step back because we're feeling all of these opportunities around us. And it could feel like if we don't jump on it, we're going to miss it. And then we have the devil here too. So, it is important to realize we live in a very evil capitalistic society, right? And I don't think the devil card is always evil, but in this case, I feel that. I feel this evil of capitalism on you and, just feeling that weight of the world on your shoulders, right? Because, we have to make money here. I feel could be a big part of it, even though, it's more wands. That's why I feel like money isn't really like what motivates you, but at the same time, the devil's here because whether that's what motivates you or not, we can't survive without it. I mean, I think I was just seeing how, if you're in the United States, I was just seeing how, like, we're like one of two countries that voted no, we don't think everyone deserves food, right? We don't think food is a human right. So, that's a level of evil that, none of us deserve. And that's maybe why you're here to create something better for this world. Okay, so let's move into connections. All right, let's get into connections for Pisces. Oh, okay, Three of Cups here. Knight of Wands, Six of Discs. Okay. Oh, and there's that Five of Cups again. Disappointment. Okay, so we could be feeling disappointment within some of our connections for sure with this card coming out. Now we have the Three of Cups in the past, so I do feel like we could have had some really, like, well, abundant connections, right? It's the abundance card, and I feel like, you know, in that moment, these were very free flowing, seemingly wonderful friendships, connections, maybe even, um, romantic potential here. But let's clarify. Seven of Wands. Interesting. So I do feel like, here in the past, we could have been feeling like the odd one out actually in a group of friends, or we could have been feeling like we were just a lot more intense than some of the people who we were surrounding ourselves with. Okay. It's almost like we could have been a little, like, part of us, that Page of Cups, I feel like part of you Pisces wants to be like very childlike and just accepting and love everybody. All right, but there's another part of you that's like very intense here with the Seven of Wands. Like, you have very strong beliefs. And so I feel like it could make you feel isolated because maybe you just don't feel embraced always by the people around you. Okay. But I do not see that calming down at all in the current moment, right? Moving into the current moment, we are only more fierce here with the Knight of Wands, which is the King of Wands in the Thoth deck, right? So this is fire on fire energy, right? Ooh, and I see you taking action. Okay, the Three of Swords is here. So this is painful, Pisces. I feel like in the past, we had these connections, people who maybe we thought were really true friends to us. And then now in this current moment, it's like we're doing our thing, and I feel like we could be feeling very alone, feeling like, where are our friends? Where are these people that, supported us? And maybe they are jealous. Maybe, they're not putting the work into what they believe in. And it's triggering to see you doing that, right? That can often be the case with this very, very fiery energy with the Knight of Wands. Okay, but you're not doing it for them, right? Moving into the future, we have the Six of Discs, success. Like Pisces, you are going to be successful at whatever you're trying to accomplish because you're doing it for the right reasons, right? Like you understand here with the six, this is alignment. This is where we learn, where we are implementing the lessons that we've learned, right? And you're going to be successful because the intention behind what you're doing is right on, right? And also it's aligned for you. So there could be people that maybe are jealous of what you're doing, how you're asserting your will in the world right now. Okay, and maybe they're like actually thinking they wish that they could be doing what you're doing, but it's actually aligned for you. Like this is actually your path. Okay, yeah, this is what you came here to do. This is the work you came here to do. So trust in that with the Fool, right? The Fool is actually Saturn energy, right? So, it's interesting to think about because we don't necessarily think of this carefree spirit when we think of Saturn, right? I was just saying this yesterday in like Leo or Taurus's reading. Like Saturn really gets a bad rap for being a mean guy, but you know, and he could be associated with career and legacy and all of that because he rules the 10th house, but Saturn really wants you to do what is aligned for you, right? So I feel like you're doing that, Pisces, and it is a challenge for you, right? It's a challenge because in order for you to get to where you're going, you kind of have to acknowledge the disappointment of, I feel, not having anybody supporting you, right? Like your whole thing is that you want to give to other people, but like these people are not supporting you in what you're doing. Like you're feeling your energy's like very isolated and alone here. So we could be really disappointed in the lack of support in our connections. And that is so valid, Pisces. Okay, but trust what you're doing. Like you do not need validation from anybody, right? Maybe some of you, like I'm looking at the little dog on here, like maybe Pisces, some of you need to have a little pet. Like if you don't have a pet, like get a pet. All right, someone who who can love you and not be intimidated by your energy. All right, of course, like you're gonna have to take care of a pet then. So I'm not trying to, if you don't have the space, time, or energy to take care of a pet, don't do that. But I feel like that was just for some of you because we do have a little dog on the card, and right, I feel like you don't need the approval from anybody, but maybe if anything, maybe you need a little pet, a little familiar. All right. Let's get into our contributions. I'm excited, Pisces, because I feel like contributions have come up in every area of your reading. I feel like you are very focused on your path right now. Let's see what's coming up for contributions for Pisces. Ooh. Okay, Pisces. There's that Three of Swords again, okay? Three of Swords over your entire reading. So, Pisces, we're really having to sit with some truths this week, okay? With the Three of Swords, I always read that card as we are opening up to truth. and it's painful truth, right? It does not feel good to acknowledge this particular truth, okay? But the thing is that it's always better to know the truth than to be in the dark, okay? So in the past here, I feel like we have been recognized with the star. Okay, so let's clarify that. But I am kind of feeling it's the same energy, right? Like, I feel like we had a lot of people around us in the past that was coming up here in our connections, a lot of friendships that really seemed loving to us. Um, and I feel like they recognized you here with the star. Like, you were really being recognized for your gifts, skills, abilities. Okay. Oh, yes. You were really being seen as valuable. Okay. The Nine of Wands is here, so it could have been a little bit hard for you to accept any recognition, okay? It may be that this journey of life has left us wounded, okay? And so it may be hard for you to even accept everything that the universe is trying to give to you right now. All right. Let's see what's going on. Currently, we have the Ace of Wands. So I do feel like, we have had to acknowledge our gifts, right? I feel like because other people were acknowledging us, it did like help us to see our worth and our value and that we really were gifted at something here. Wow, okay. What is the Ace of Wands? Why is the Ace of Wands here? Oh, there it is, that Hanged Man. Okay, so I feel like we had the Ace of Wands and the Hanged Man over here in our environment too. So, and we have the Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I do feel like, Pisces, we're feeling very ambitious right now. And, with the Hanged Man, it's like this could be really frustrating because to me, I'm feeling like we're ready to move forward, but at the same time, like, we're not ready. Like, we're feeling ready. We're feeling that momentum within our body, like pushing us forward. But I feel like with the Hanged Man here, there is something holding us back. I feel like there also could be something we're not seeing here with the Four of Cups. Okay, I feel like it's interesting with the Four of Cups. We may be trying too hard at stability, right? Because the Four of Cups is a 4, and then we have the 12 and the Ace, which would be 13, which reduced to a 4. So I feel like we could be like too worried about stability that we're not accepting like something that is actually working out or something that is being offered to us right now. Okay. Let's move on to the future. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Why do we have the Seven of Wands in our future energy? Yeah, the Ten of Wands. Yeah, I feel like we're trying too hard. The Hermit is over this reading, Pisces, and we had the Devil over this environment portion. And that's kind of what I'm feeling here in our current and future moments. I feel like we are putting too much pressure on ourselves. And it's not 100% your fault, right? Like I was saying, like, it's society that puts this pressure on us. And it's a horrible thing, right? Like I said, it is pure evil. There's no way around that. But I do feel like, you're not here to subscribe to it, even though it's so threatening and it's so scary. But with the Hermit, you are here to show people there is a different way. And you have to be a trailblazer in this, right? With these Seven of Wands, you have to really assert your will. You have to fight for this. You have to not accept no for an answer, right? Like, you are claiming what you deserve, like human decency, a life with dignity. You need to remain in your integrity. Okay. And, there's a lot of pain here. Like I said, the Three of Swords is coming out over your reading, right? So, over this entire reading, there is just, heartbreak over the truth, the reality of the world that we live in. I feel like this is very deep for us, Pisces. You know, we don't want to live in this world where we are judged and valued by dollars and cents and productivity because, you know, we have the Hanged Man coming out twice. We have the Hermit over your reading. Like, this deep spiritual work that you're being called to do, it is not what this society wants us to do. In fact, I think that, this society really, really wants us to not have time to do that, right? Because if we had literally any time to do that, then would we ever show up and work for them? No. The answer is no, we wouldn't. Because there is so much more important things in life, and, they're evil. Like, working for them is not good. It's not good for your health. It's not good for your body. It's not good for your mind or your soul or your spirit. It's not good for anything. I mean, unless you love, like, destroying the planet and, seeing people live in horrible, poverty-stricken existences. But I don't think any of us Pisces like that. Okay. So let's get us some oracles over this reading. Okay, so we have comfort coming up in our environment. Pisces, you deserve comfort, right? You do. You deserve to be able to take some time off. Okay, endure is coming out. A lot of your power is in being able to endure, right? So I feel like if you're feeling pressure to do something that's not aligned for you just in order to survive, all right, and this is a general reading, but I do feel like, it's so important for you to go on this spiritual path. It's so important for you to be in your integrity. And I do feel that you have the power to endure a lot. And, I'm not saying you should, like, put yourself at risk of, like, you know, being houseless or starving, right? That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that, we can endure somewhat uncomfortable or stressful situations maybe better than some of the people around us. And see, that's where that Hermit card comes in that is over this reading, because it's like you're here to show people it's not impossible, because that devil that came out, it can feel very impossible that you could ever come out on top when you're dealing with an energy like that. It could feel like you could never beat them, so you might as well join them. But you're going to show people the way. Okay, contain is coming out. So I do feel like we need to contain our energy. Yeah, look within is here. So it could be hurtful, right, that we don't have, like, so much support for what we're doing. But at the same time, it's more of a blessing, because we do need the time and the space to look within. And we do sort of have to contain our energy, contain our gifts, because I do feel like, there's just people that are not 100% trustworthy. And yeah, I mean, I'm just going to leave it there. General reading. But I just feel like, we need to do this work. I feel like, um, I'm holding so much space because it's really hard to not have the support that you need, that you desire. Okay. And I'm changing that from need to desire, right? Because we all need connection, but I feel like you don't need anybody's approval. So, and I almost feel like you could be the type of person, Pisces. I'm a Pisces, and this happens to me all the time. Like, literally all the time it happens to me where I'll say something to somebody and they'll be like they'll just act like unimpressed when I present this idea to them, and then like 2 weeks later they'll present the idea to me as if it's their own. And I'm like, "Oh," and then I'm just like, and that's like, not the best energy to be in. And that's why I feel like you should contain your gifts, your ideas until it's time to use them, right? Just like if you're gonna, you know, you don't want to like make a pot of spaghetti and then just throw the pot of spaghetti in the refrigerator with no covering on it, right? It's gonna get all crusty and you don't want that. So, if you have a nice idea, you don't have to share it with someone right away to keep it from going bad. Just like contain it, put it in the freezer so it'll be good longer, and get it out when you're ready. And then you can thaw it out and use it for your own benefit because, people will steal your ideas with the best intentions, right? Maybe they don't even remember you're the one that said it. They really think it's their idea, right? God bless them, Pisces. All right, now let's get one more oracle here. Slow down coming out. Okay, I'm feeling this, Pisces. I feel like I didn't even address this 10 of Wands. Like, I just feel like you're working so hard and value is over the reading, right? So when you're working that hard, it's almost like you don't really value yourself, or you really need to ask, like, what are my values, right? Because I feel like that's not what you value. Like, you wouldn't tell someone else, like, oh, you have to work so hard, you have to do this. Like, you might tell someone else, like, hey, you need rest, right? You have to live by your own values, right? I feel like even if this is your passion, you can still overdo it. Okay, so you're very aligned to, live your truth and assert your will. Like, the universe is supporting you to do that, but not to the point that it's exhausting you, right? We need to keep divine timing in mind. We need to really trust, right? This is such a deep reading, Pisces. I can definitely understand now why I was feeling called to get you a reading out. So let's get you an angel card. Angel card for Pisces. All right. Earth and ground. Yes, I am feeling this for you, Pisces. Okay, no is on the bottom of the deck, right? We need to know when to say no. Okay. I mean, comfort, contain, and slow down all over your reading is like, I mean, that's really saying a lot to me, Pisces. Like, what you're doing is important, but like, I know I kind of went on a weird little rampage with that contain thing, but that's really what I'm feeling like, you know, like, I feel like it might, maybe it's helpful for some of you to like visualize your ideas and ambitions this way as like it's a refrigerator, and you just have to like, as you have an idea or something, just like put it in a container, put a lid on it, put it away in the fridge, label it, right? And then at some point someone's going to be like, calling for that information. You're going to be like, oh, I got that right here, okay, let me get that out, right? So you can slow down. You don't have to be so um exhausting yourself, right? You can slow down, you can rest, you can be comfortable. Well, we have 2 affirmations that wanted to come out for you, Pisces. Okay, let's look at these beautiful butterflies. All right, we have every dark night must turn into a bright new morning. And we have my patience is being rewarded. My turn will come. Okay, screenshot these messages, Pisces. Those are for you. This is encouragement to get you through your week. All right, affirmations are so powerful. Okay, say those affirmations. And whatever like streaming services you use, Pisces, um, if you're really feeling in a funk, put your uh, put your streaming services on. See if you can get like an affirmation playlist, right? And just vibe, really get on that abundance vibration. Okay, let's roll the dice. Oh, yeah, we got Pluto here. Major transformation, 4th house, right? So this could be dealing with our home and family, okay? We could feel, I feel for some of us, like part of this in our connections, this could be family support. Like maybe a lot of us don't have the family support that we wish that we had, right? And that can be really hurtful and lonely. But with Pluto here, it's like Pisces, you're the one that is here to break those generational curses. You are the one that is here to bring something new, right? With Aquarius, this is like energy dealing with the collective. And like I've been saying in this reading, like you are that hermit energy. If this reading is resonating for you, if you're here right now, I feel like you have a integral role in like changing the narrative, not even just in your family, right? But like for the collective. Like I feel like you um breaking the generational curses in your own family is just like the first step. And then you show up as this hermit and you shine the light for other people to do that same thing. Okay. So, Pisces, I want to read to you from the book because I just feel like, you can use a little extra love right now. All right. Earth and ground. You may be feeling discombobulated or all over the place at this time, most likely because you are spreading yourself too thin and taking on too many projects at once. See, your angel guide is encouraging you. So, your angel guide is encouraging you to get grounded. When you come back to earth, you will have a clearer insight into who you are and what you need to do to feel safer and more at ease in your life. You are being guided to take some time to breathe. Connect with fresh air and even go somewhere in nature where you can relax, release, and let go. You may be uncertain about what you are supposed to be focusing on at this time, and that's because your energy is a little bit dispersed right now. But angels of the earth are with you to help you ground yourself and feel connected again, as you have important work to do. And exciting experiences can only unfold when your energy is intact and contained. Dang. Extended message. You are blessed to receive this card today because it's a message of protection and guardianship. Angels are strongly connected to you and your path right now, and they want to support your evolution. When you lose a sense of connection to who you are, you can often find yourself focusing on energy or projects or even old habits that can limit that evolution. So take time to breathe, call on Mother Earth to hold you, and invite angels of the earth to draw deep roots from your being down to the heart of the earth. Know that when you are grounded, you are a strong, focused, and loving individual, and you can make decisions that are enriching, revitalizing. When this card shows up for you, angels are guiding you to remember that you are of great value. The earth is blessed to have you. Wow, and when I just looked back at the camera, it was at 3636. Okay, I don't know about you Pisces, but threes are very significant to me, and all numbers divisible by 3, and I'm a life path 6, so maybe some of you are life path 6 as well. But also, what is significant to me about the 3636 is that 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 is the number of the hermit, right? And 9 is a very abundant number. And, you are abundant. Your spirit is abundant, okay? Whatever is in your bank account right now, Pisces, is not what determines your worth. You are protected, and you have such important work to do here. So you really need to get in that abundant spirit. You are eternal. You always have enough, okay? This was such a beautiful reading. I'm so glad I got this out for you all. I am going to leave it there. Please do comment, subscribe, share my channel with a friend. Anything you do to help me out here, I do appreciate it, Pisces. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I am there at amyenergy. If you want to follow me on TikTok, I definitely recommend. I'm going to be doing a lot on TikTok. I'm going to try. I'm not like making a hard commitment to this, because as you know, Pisces, we like to spread ourselves a little too thin. Okay, so I'm not making a hard commitment, but I do want to maybe try to at least part of the week, like as many days as my energy will support me to. I want to go do like daily readings on TikTok Live for all the signs. So you definitely want to follow me there so that you could get notified whenever I go live and do those collective readings and any other lives that I do. All right, if you want to book a personal with me, go to my website, amyenergy.online. And make sure that you do subscribe to my mailing list while you're there, Pisces, so that you can, I send out promo codes like 1 to 3 times at least every single month. I'm sending out promo codes and special offers. So make sure you definitely do subscribe to the mailing list. I sometimes do special offers on Instagram too, but the promo codes are pretty much at this point exclusive to my website mailing list. Okay, so check that out, Pisces. I would absolutely love to connect with all of your beautiful energies. So, yeah, follow me on all the things. If you want to donate, I'm ever so grateful for your energy. I am on Venmo at amyenergy. But most importantly, Pisces, I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Happy Valentine's Day. Blessed full moon in Leo. I love you. Take care.